it's very important to find the right mentors in life. And when you find a mentor, understand the value of their advice is far beyond what anything can come on a paycheck. One of the mentors that really taught me the value of discipline was, the first boss I worked for post-college. Mike was one of the best sales people I have ever met. Par excellence. The expectation he had from his own people, I think that expectation has so much value. People expecting something from you, that itself tells you how capable you are. Not having people that expect anything from you, that is far more depressing than saying that, my boss or somebody has a very high expectation from me. I used to door knock. We'd leave the office at 12, grab a quick bite. Doesn't matter what temperature is outside. You had to be hitting your first door by 1 o'clock. So from 1 to 5, you went through your neighborhood once. Then 5 to 5:15, 5:30, you took a short break. So you would find your gas station and then you say, okay, 5 to 5:15, I'm going to take a break here. And then 5:15 to 9 o'clock, you would hit the streets hard again. 9 p.m. every single day. And then from 9 p.m. you would probably come back to the office, probably grabbing dinner somewhere, again on the go dinner. By the time you get to the office it's 10, you put in your street sheet, you put in your notes, you submit that. And then I was a team leader, that means I had to get everybody's street sheet and put that together. So by the time I was done, it was 11. Then Mike would start his training for team leaders. 11:15 to 12:31 you were doing training, and then you would go home. And at that time, I didn't have much money, so I used to live with a bunch of roommates, and we were about 45 minutes away from the office. Sometimes I just was too tired to drive home. I used to literally just drive into a gas station, park the car, turn the seat back and go to sleep. And then in the morning, you would wake up at around maybe 6, 7 in the morning. You realize you've been sleeping in a car the entire night, and then drive that car to your house, take a shower, change your clothes, be back at the office by 9. And then from 9 to 10, 11, you were preparing for the team and then doing your team meetings. Then 11:30, there would be kickoff meeting of what the sales incentives for the day. So you were planning for all the sales incentives, how it's going to get tracked. And 12 o'clock, you did a massive kickoff and everybody left. And you did that day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out. Right? In Texas, it gets 45, 47 degrees Celsius. It gets below freezing and it's raining. There are hailstorms and there are, tornadoes. And regardless of what it was, you still made your hits every single day. One of the times when I was trying to write 100 deals in a week, last day I was walking through knee-deep water to write the last 5 deals. And in fact, I started door knocking that day at 6:30 a.m. Because I had to write 17 deals to get there. And I knew there was going to be a storm later in the day. So 6:30 a.m. I hit my first door. And actually the first customer fed me breakfast while she signed up. And that's how I started. By the time I hit 12 o'clock, I was at 12, 13 deals. In a couple of hours, we had to leave. Otherwise the storm was coming in. But I really wanted to get to 100 regardless of whatever the elements could throw at me. And so by the time I got done by 2:33, I was walking through knee-deep water and somehow just made it out before the massive, hurricane, I think Rita at that time, or Katrina, and then we made it back to Dallas somehow. That is what is required. Yeah, that's how the discipline comes in. Once you did that, then you're like, oh, I didn't actually break despite everything they could throw at me. So you did it again, and you did it again, and you did it again, and then it just became a habit. उसके बाद एक वो चालू हो गया discipline. तो we're recording this on a Saturday when there's nobody else in the office. वो मेरी expectation. At the end of the day, those people that are willing to sacrifice and make it, then it is my job to also repay that sacrifice. So Mike never forgot the sacrifices that we made, and when the time came to repay us, he made sure he repaid us in more ways than one. You have to find the right mentors in life. You have to be disciplined, and there is no substitute for hard work. You can work smartly, but you have to work hard regardless of working smart.